big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him. Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but it always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No, too obvious. Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
So that's going to keep happening. No, not joystick drift, controller drift, whatever it's called. Stick drift, I don't know, but I have drift and it's annoying as hell. Crap. Thought Thomas was going to be the one game where I could get away from it, but looks like I can't. Damn it. Just wanted to play a fun, simple game. But nope, I can't even do that. Go. Yay, I made it! Basically, if any level
Thomas
isn't
had
just
a
one
new theory.
screen, then it's basically
The
an
world
auto-scroller.
was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished
He's a
he had someone to share it with.
Raichu now. Is anyone's favourite Pokemon a Raichu?
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
He thought he was Thomas.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not
At least in this
graceful.
section,
It's probably
my
the
drift
wrong
doesn't
word,
really
but you know,
affect me.
fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
He kind of does, considering he is the first person or AI block thing to be there. Go, Christopher.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
me just check something on my laptop.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He
Oh, hey,
seemed
that's how
so
people
very
stare at
happy at
me.
their situation.
Nice!
Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
The quadrilateral quest.
That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely, you'd hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Hurry up, please, can you hurry up? Thank you.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Chris wanted space, now he has less space except for line of lights.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where'd they come from, anyway?
The sewers.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.
Hey, I know someone who smells like awesome.
Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to
Never.
use, time to show those little dots how it was done.
No, you don't get to do that, John. You are fish. Hold up, just stretching. Okay, there's no way you can make it, so I guess now John does have to go boring. John, you're adopted.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up
Ah.
with him.
I want to try something real
John
in
inhaled
this
the
level
air
there
of
was
the
about-
open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little
quick. No.
dots. John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.